What it do, what it is, what it ain't. Thanks for listening to the latest episode of the Get Right Podcast. Don't forget to follow and subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to get notifications of new content. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you dig? Cue the music.
What up, though? It's your boy Rod, and it's only two of us today. The homie T is out celebrating with his wife, so happy birthday to the missus. He's out in DC doing his thing, but we got my boy here, DC. What up, though?
Your boy DC in the place to be. Shout out to the 80s, baby. Let's get to it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So it's weird that this is 6 or 7. Shit, I can't keep up. I think this is the 7th episode, and we've already had 3 episodes where at least one person was gone. That's a little unorthodox for us, but it's all right. We'll get back to it. Life goes on.
Yeah, so, we moving, man. We moving.
Yeah, man. Speaking of life going on, man, we got a lot of interesting things going on in the world. Obviously, we got the Olympics popping off. I don't know if you're an avid watcher of the Olympics, but I am. I will actually sit there and watch shit I will never watch in my lifetime any other times, like skateboarding and archery and all types of crazy stuff. Hell, when the breakdancing joint come out, I might sit there and watch that. I don't know. I just find it interesting.
Breakdancing is an event? That's a real event?
It's a real event, bro.
Oh, yeah, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. They continuously add stuff. I know when it comes back to the U.S. for the next one in 28 in L.A., they're adding flag football. So flag football will be a part of it too. So like every Olympics, they add quite a few things. I think power walking was another one they added, which is
that's crazy.
Just funny. I was watching a video earlier of I don't know if that was the goal. I think it was the finals. And homegirl was power walking, getting her strut on, about to walk across the finish line, threw the one hand up in the air like I won, and you just see another person come walk right past her, and you see the look on her face. I'm like, bro, epic fail.
Fail.
Don't celebrate too early. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you end up looking like I don't know the Jamaican dude name. Yeah. Shout out to Noah Lyles with the photo finish yesterday.
That was wild.
Yeah. Crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, technique matters because that's the only reason he won, bro.
Yeah, man. Because I know you go to the social media experts say the Jamaican won because his foot crossed first, but it's not about the foot; it's the torso. You know what I'm saying? The chest. That's what matters. And to your point, you know what I'm saying? Lyles, he knows the rules, and he did what he needed to do to get that dub, man.
100%.
Yeah, I will say that glad he got the gold. I was kind of expecting a little bit more out of him, considering all the shit that he talks. As in, like, I wasn't expecting a photo finish because I want to say they actually called it for the Jamaican original.
Originally, they did.
And then there's like, oh no, it was Noah Lyles. So like, for the way that he talks about he wants to transcend the sport and whatnot. A win is a win. I understand a win is a win, but I was expecting like
Usain Bolt type stuff.
Exactly, exactly. Not like you barely won, and you know what I'm saying. So, but shout out to him, bro. Like, I mean, you get to that stage, and you can't take anything for granted. So at the end of the day, he got the job done.
Sure.
I think he still got the 200. I don't think they did the 200 yet, did they?
Yeah, I don't think so. So that should be coming out. Sha'Carri get to try again as well. She got the silver. So, man, it's been an interesting Olympics thus far. Obviously, the GOAT, Simone Biles, showed up in most of her events. I know the ones today, she actually came in silver, and then the other one she didn't place because she fell off the horse. But
I didn't see all that. Okay.
Yeah.
I saw some photo with her and another gymnast kind of bowing down to this Brazilian.
Oh yeah, on the podium. Yeah, Jordan Childs. Yeah, her and Jordan Childs like actually trained together, so they got the silver and bronze. And the one girl that's basically got all the silvers behind Simone this event and pretty much the other events. she finally got her gold in the floor, and respect to her and actually the ladies for bowing down to her, because Simone even said, like, yo, I don't know if I can keep doing this. She make me work too hard, you know what I mean? Because she's that good. And this is after 3 ACL tears. She's had 3 ACL tears in the last 4 years, you know what I mean?
God, dog.
Come back and challenge what some would consider the greatest gymnast ever to do it. Man, respect to her.
Yeah, that's wild, man. The gymnast, I don't exactly understand because, like, I know Simone Biles is the GOAT. I know that she has like all these different techniques and moves named after her that pretty much nobody can do.
Yeah.
And when I was watching the events, the commentator was like, "Look, all she has to do is finish the routine."
Yep.
Because her difficulty level is so high, nobody can catch up. So it's kind of surprising to see. I didn't exactly know how she got the silver. I catch a lot of the games after the fact, like at night, like the replays or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
So I didn't really catch all of that live. But it's like, how does she not win? Like, I don't like the way
Yeah.
they've been talking to her up to that point. But you mentioned, I didn't know she fell off,
Yeah.
a horse or whatever.
Yeah,
So
with the one girl that actually won, like there was very small room for error for Simone. And obviously when you're a risk taker and you're doing these difficult flips and stunts and stuff, every now and again there's going to be technical errors, and you know you live with it, right? When you risk it
right.
all and try to be the greatest, you live with the results. And silver is not bad, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I used to think this, but I used to think, like, I wouldn't want silver or bronze, like second and third place. But realistically, bro, you top 3 in the world. That's pretty
In the
damn
world.
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%, man. I mean, yeah, shout out to anybody who gets a medal. But I feel you though, honestly. Like, I mean, I don't if I was on that level, um, I'd be happy with what I get, but I wouldn't be happy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, maybe I
Yeah.
wouldn't be satisfied. I'll say that. Like, I'd be grateful, but I wouldn't really be satisfied. Like, I want the gold. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The
Yeah.
only way I could kind of see it, I guess, if I was going against a Simone Biles, like, it's gotta suck. Like, you at the top of your game, and it just so happens, like, you're competing against somebody who like has like 10 moves named after her.
All
Like,
right.
ain't none that you can't possibly do without breaking your neck.
Exactly,
Like,
man. It's
so that's wild.
you right about that, man. But shout out to the USA, man. Even though our country is it's an interesting place, you know what I mean, especially for us minorities. But you still like to see us represent. You still have love for the country. I still wouldn't live anywhere else. Like, you travel the world and you see some of these other areas, you're like, bro, yeah, USA, me, please.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. I mean, I'll be honest, in Europe, when I lived in Germany, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'll say it, I was confronted with overt racism in Germany. Like, it
Yeah,
was like plainly obvious. It wasn't like, at least in America, it's somewhat veiled a little
yeah,
bit. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of like not cool to be racist, so you can't just do it outwardly.
yeah,
And in Europe, in a few places, that's just what it is. You just don't go to this neighborhood, don't go to that side of town. You just learn. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? The different places you can go, man. And Tia tell you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that he was right there with me, bro. You just kind of learn um what side of town to stay away from, which I imagine it's like that everywhere to an extent.
everywhere. Yeah,
But to your point, like, there's still no place like home, man. You know?
yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. So yeah, speaking of your USA, I mean, we have 19 goals right now, 71 overall medals. I think the next closest person in overall medals is like 40 something. We're tied with China right now for gold. So that's pretty dope. We'll see how it all shakes out. I think we still have about another week and a half left. So we'll see what the USA basketball team can pull out over the next couple days. And yeah, man, it should be a good overall event or good overall turnout for America. Probably better than these damn presidential races that we're about to indulge in. But you know what I mean? It's, I don't know,
Yeah.
something different.
That's a fact. One thing I'll say, I've been following the USA basketball team, men's team, and women, but specifically with
Mhm.
the men. Two things. One, I want to say we didn't get a medal in a 3-on-3 tournament. And I'm like, bro, where's
I
Ice?
don't think
Somebody
we're
get
there.
Ice Cube on the phone ASAP.
So did you see what Ice Cube said though?
No, I didn't. What did he
No.
say?
So Cube was on Pat McAfee show. I believe it was Pat McAfee. Yeah, it was Pat McAfee. So he was on there saying, how do we not have players from our league representing America? And we have the best 3-on-3 players to ever do it. He said, I got so much confidence in that whatever team wins, we will fly them out to LA or wherever and have our 3 all-stars face their winners.
Oh, talk that talk, Q.
And he said we'll put money on the line. Even Pat said, yeah, I got 100,000 on it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's actually gonna happen or not, but Cube talking that talk.
Man, I would like to see that. You know, because one, I want to see our guys just mop the floor with whoever is that one. But also, I want to see Cube win, man. You know what I'm saying?
For
like, how
sure.
do you root against Ice Cube? You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the OGs of hip hop, one of the realest to ever do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Always keeps it a buck, always been himself, always been authentic. How can you not want to see a man like that just win? I mean, that would just be good for the big three, period.
100%.
You know, to have that game. And then, honestly, he's right. Like, how do we not get, you know, our NBA retirees? We got active NBA players, you know, going and should be a guaranteed goal. Why are we not sending our retirees out?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
yeah,
you know, another thing that's been annoying to me is the whole Steve Kerr thing. You know, this player didn't play, that player didn't play. Mind you, every game has been a blowout. So it's like, bro, we winning, but yet the talking heads still find something to complain about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we winning, bro. I don't want to. Now, if we doing a Larry Brown situation, shout out T, you know what I mean? And we coming up short, then yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about why, you know, we falling short. But bro, like, I've only watched one game so far, the Puerto Rico game, and honestly, I fell asleep on that. But what I see happening is we basically go up, we get up by 20, and we just take our foot off the gas. We coast the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Like, these 20 points, I think we beat Sudan by less than 20, maybe 17, 18 points. But
they were up by 20. They ended up coming back in like the final couple of minutes, just trying to keep it closer. But I think it still was like a 15, 16 point win.
Yeah. So it's like, if Team USA just wanted to run it up, I think anybody who's watching the game, we could run it up. So my thought is, like, bro, why are we complaining? Like, why is Stephen A. Smith going in on Steve Kerr when we are undefeated? You know what I mean? Like, bro, sit down somewhere,
no sense.
Man. Find somebody else. Yeah, find something else to talk about, man.
Interesting thing on that too. I just saw a video of Draymond criticizing. He said the coaching staff, so he didn't say Steve Kerr specifically, but basically saying that the rotation should be what the rotation is, and stop with sitting guys this game versus that game, because he made some point of, now you're forced to make a point, and after Jason Tatum got benched, now you had to make a point and bench Joel because you want to keep consistent with what you said. And I'm like, I found that very interesting that you're kind of criticizing your coach. This is your coach. Like, this is your your
the
everyday
coach that you've had an incredible amount of success with.
Yeah.
Like,
so I thought that was interesting. But yeah, even Draymond was going in and kind of giving them the business over benching players. You know what I mean? Like, again, I agree with you. If we're losing, we got something to talk about. But as long as you win, who cares who plays? Like, everybody's in the NBA on that team. It ain't like you're gonna, I don't know, they don't do MVPs, and you're not gonna get an MVP. I don't think you do MVPs. Yeah. What difference?
No, it's just you either win a medal or you don't. That's it.
You're not getting incentivized any other way. So you getting your whatever they're paying you anyway. And the ultimate goal is the goal. And if you don't get the goal, then you have something to complain about. But if you win it, if I play 2 minutes, who cares?
Man, that made me think about something you talking about, the gold. I don't know if you saw the thing where Shay and Ocho Cinco was complaining about how much U.S. Olympians get if they win a gold medal. It's $37,500.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, it's not enough money and woo woo woo. And they said, hey, you know what? Whoever win a gold, we'll throw on, I think, 25,000 on top of that.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see if that really happens because, bro, I don't think they realize how many gold medals Americans win, and you
Yeah.
gotta figure that, from my understanding, that 37.5 is each person.
Yeah.
So if the basketball team wins, that's 12 gold medals.
Exactly.
If the soccer team wins, that's 22 gold medals. Like maybe women. I don't think men ever do anything good, but the women's team I think is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, so you talking about all these different teams and squads that win medals. Like you're talking probably maybe a few $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And I know, Shay, you get into the bag. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I watch your show.
Yeah.
You know, Cat Williams. You know what I'm saying? I know that I had to bring a nice little bag,
For sure.
but bruh, you about to drop, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 million on these athletes. I just don't see it.
Nah,
I don't see it.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I call cap on that, bro. But shout out to Shay though. You know what I'm saying? But bro, don't get mad when somebody call you on that and they come, they want that check.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll see if he pay up. Like you said, that's a lot of bread. And Ocho, you know, he cheap with buying material stuff, but he is very generous when it comes to like just charitable, and like he'll give like 10,000 to a waitress as a tip. You know what I mean? Ocho has been known to do stuff like that. He'll buy fake jewelry, so he don't spend money on material stuff, but he'll cash out on just livelihood type stuff.
That's what's up. Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
that's what's up.
Yeah, but speaking of livelihoods, again, we had your boy Trump at the National
Association of Black Journalists.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the NABJ, bruh.
That was interesting.
It's interesting. It's to the point to where it's like, are you trying to throw the? No, he can't be trying to throw the race because I know he wants to be president so he can make all these criminal charges go away.
Yeah.
But it's just some of the things he says, bruh. It's like, what? Like, why did you think that was gonna land? You know, like saying Kamala wasn't black and she just turned black one day. Like, come on, bro. Like, you really thought that was gonna fly in a room full of black people?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And on the stage full of black women? Come on, bro. You gotta be smarter than that.
Well, we all have that one friend or an associate that just speak out their neck, man. They just talk and they don't think about what they're saying before they say it. That's him.
Usually that's me, but even I wouldn't do that.
Hey, man, he's always been like that though. Like there's no filter, and I'm pretty sure his PR team has to be like, yo, I'm stressed the F out, like, because he's always been the guy that's just gonna speak and not really make sense on what he's talking about. Again, like I got a few rules when it comes to just being a leader, bro, and being able to communicate is one of those things. And he is obviously not a great communicator at all. He speaks like a 5-year-old. Yeah. And again, the things that come out his mouth, sometimes you're like, you're just trying to distract me from something. There is something going on where you're just trying to get me to look the other way. I know your trick.
Yeah, it is, to me, it is white privilege at its finest, bro. Like, you can't convince me that somebody with a little bit of melanin in their DNA could get away with half this shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna come into a room, the one thing I will say, and I'm not to say to give it a pass, but when old girl, as soon as he got on stage, she pressed him. She's like, hey, you said this, you said this, you said this. What you got to say? Yeah. And granted, her question was 100% valid, but I watched it. Like, I actually watched the whole 30-minute or so interaction. And he's like, oh, that was rude and nasty. I will admit, I felt like she did come in with a chip on her shoulder, and it showed. And to me, like, with somebody like Trump, just let him bury himself. Like, you don't need to help him. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't even got to give him the shovel. Just put him out in the field. He will find a way to dig a hole.
Yeah.
You know, because usually I will say, like, when an interview starts, even if there's always some kind of pleasantry. Oh, thank you for coming, Mr. President. You know, whatever,
sure.
like, or Mr. Former President. But she got right to it, bro. She's like, yeah. So what about this shit you said?
Yeah.
You know?
she said, let's first address the elephant in the room and just went in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which again, valid questions. Maybe the setup was like you ever hear of the benefit sandwich, bro?
No.
So there's different techniques when you're trying to give feedback, right? And some people will give like the nice intro, butter you up, give you
Okay,
the
I know you're
harsh
talking about. I
feedback
have
in the
heard of that.
middle, and then end
Yeah.
it with a more positive note at the same time.
Yeah.
There was
I've
no
heard of that.
benefit sandwich with that, bro. She was like, "Oh, let me
Nah.
just get to the meat, bro. Like, I don't want
Yep.
no bread, just straight meat." And I mean, I don't dislike it. Again, it's a little brash, but I don't dislike it. I thought the question was valid, and obviously he was on the defense very early.
Yeah, and I don't dislike it either. My only thing is, and I'm not anti her or saying she's wrong.
Yeah,
I just know how the other side will spin it.
for
And
sure.
granted, they gonna put the spin on no matter what you do. I get that. But
Yeah,
my thing is, if you know they gonna try to spin, like, why give any ammo? Like, why give any ammo? Like that to me, that was unnecessary ammo
for
to
sure.
try to spin it like, oh, the media treats me unfairly. You know, as soon as I walked on the stage, they're grilling me. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? That's my only thing is don't give the other side any ammo to say anything. But all in all, man, it was on Trump. I mean, it was a terrible terrible interview. The whole she just turned black. The whole, why should we elect you after you did all this, all this crazy shit? And he just goes on a tirade about how he's being treated unfairly and he's the best president since Abraham Lincoln.
Said he did the
Yo.
most for black people since Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, and she said, you said you did more than LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson, which he signed into law the Civil Rights Act in the '60s. So like he's like, you did more than these people, Which side note, if y'all didn't know, LBJ didn't even want to sign that law. He was very much anti civil rights or whatever. That was really a John F. Kennedy thing, which unfortunately he got assassinated. And by the time that happened, the political backlash and everything was going on so much that LBJ was really just compelled to sign it, but he didn't actually want to. He is not a champion of the people in any way, shape, or form. It was just there was just too much political pressure, and he pretty much had to sign. You know what I'm saying? So, little fun fact for those who don't know.
I'm sure there's a lot of people like that. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot.
There's a lot of people. There's a
lot of people like that.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
But that was wild, bro. It was wild. And to me, what's even more telling just on the whole political thing is, Donald Trump, he doesn't want to debate Kamala on ABC. Now he wants to debate her on Fox News. Even though, of course, the ABC, debate had already been lined up. It was already set up. It was already agreed upon.
Yeah.
But now he's backing out. And not only did he back out, he went on a rally insulting her intelligence. It's like, oh, she can't, speak right. She can't read. She da-da-da-da. But it's like, bruh, if she's this dumb, debate her wherever she wants. Expose her. Expose her, Trump. You know what I mean? So it's the hypocrisy for me, man. And I will say, to your point, some time ago about Sleepy Joe, bro, as soon as he got up out of there, it just seems like America has just woke up.
Yeah.
Like, okay, all right, we ready to do something now.
Yep.
The money's getting raised, the polls are flipping. I like it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And again, we know the presidential campaign and really the voting for the president. Like, you should vote for sure. I believe in voting, but also put that same energy, probably even more energy, into the local government and trying to figure out how to change that, because that's going to be the biggest impact to your everyday. Whoever's president really doesn't change your life that much, honestly. But
that's obviously.
Obviously, do your research, vote for the best candidate that you feel. But again, the local government is what we need to focus on 100%.
Yep. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Bro, I tell you what, though, man, just kind of switching gears, bro. a nice little weekend for music, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? For the old heads, I'll say that it's a good weekend for the old heads. You know what I'm saying? For what I call my new hip hop genre, adult contemporary hip hop.
Yeah.
It was a nice little weekend, man. We had the Locks. Did you watch that Locks, Tiny Desk?
I didn't finish it, so I saw like the first. I know it was only like 17 minutes, but I saw like the first 10 minutes or so. Through the first 10 minutes, it was like, it was all right. You know what I mean?
Bruh, the same. And you know, bro, I'm a Locks fan. You know, I show love. I went out there when they came into town, did they show?
Yeah.
But their style of music to me just did not translate well to the Tiny Desk format.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Some of the music that they tried to make live, it didn't work. They are a traditional hip hop group, just them, microphones, DJ, all that other stuff. It don't really fit them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, gritty music and live musicians don't really mesh well. You know what I mean? Unless you're talking like rock and roll type musicians where you put a rock sound to it, but like classical bands that just don't translate well to gritty music. It's like Griselda trying to have a live band behind them, bro. It's just not gonna work.
No, it ain't. It ain't. You know what's funny? It's funny you say that. I low key think now. I don't see him ever doing it because I don't think he has a discography for it. But I would be interested in a West Side Gun, Tiny Desk. Just the kind of beats that he does and the little samples and stuff. I don't know how it would turn out. Yeah. And I say just specifically him, not even Benny the Butcher, not even Conway. Just because one thing I'll say about West Side Gun, you know, he's the worst rapper of all of them, and I think he'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But the man can pick a beat. I don't give a damn.
100%.
That man can pick a beat. Conway sometimes misses on his solo projects. Benny never misses. You know what I'm saying? Benny is the star of Griselda. But in terms of beat selection and curating an interesting show for Tiny Desk, I don't know. Westside might be able to do something, bro.
I have to think on that. He might be able to because his beats are mellow a lot of the time, so he can probably get away with it. You're right. I'm not gonna hate on that idea.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. We'll probably never find out though.
Nah, we won't. Yeah, they're not big enough for that. I mean, you never know though. Like we've had Anderson .Paak, and this was before Anderson .Paak was Anderson .Paak. Like we know him now. This was back in, you know, when what's his face
before
first
Bruno
dropped.
Mars.
Yeah, before Bruno. It was with damn, what was the name of the album with the big song he had?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I forgot. And you know what? That was a dope ass Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, I was never a huge Anderson .Paak fan. He's one of those guys I recognize as talented. Yeah. His voice I always found low key annoying. So
see,
it's very unique.
I like Anderson.
Hey, see, that's the thing. I'll acknowledge that he's uber talented. He has a following, and I respect it. So I'm never gonna say nothing bad about him. It's never been my cup of tea, except for when he did that album with Bruno Mars. That shit was classic, instant classic material.
For sure.
But as far as the solo stuff, I recognize that he's great. He's super talented, but I can't really listen to him front to back.
Yeah. See? Yeah, I can. That's my guy. I'm an Anderson .Paak guy. But yeah, he had a dope Tiny Desk, and shit, that was before really he had, I mean, I'm sure he had a following, but there was not a huge uproar surrounded around him. Even when Summer Walker did hers, she didn't have a huge uproar around her. So I think we just started to get more of the mainstream, like big artists recently.
Yeah.
Obviously, you had like T-Pain back in the day, and a few here and there, but not to the likings of Usher and
right.
These like heavy hitters.
Yeah, Juvenile.
Juvenile, yeah.
What? How did he like I would have never put him on that stage. Yeah. That was a classic performance, bro.
Yeah. So man, we might see a West Side Gun Tiny Desk, bro. I don't know. Yeah. I tell you who might have a good Tiny Desk too is Killer Mike, though. Like Killer Mike been
Yeah.
He's been killing Mike. He's been using that name. He's been killing microphones lately. I mean, he's always to me been top tier rapper. But the last 2 albums he's put out, just beautiful, man.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. And like, what's wild is, he put out Michael last year.
Mm-hmm.
T was stumping for that all year long, and to his credit, he got 3 Grammys off of that thing.
Yeah, he did. Well
But
deserved.
well deserved, well deserved. But this last one, Michael and the Mighty Midnight Revival, to me is better than Michael.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's better, bro. Like, it is a better album. And Michael was a dope ass album.
Yeah.
So, you know what it reminds me of a little bit is Nas, just as far as the run that he's having of, because Killer Mike kind of comes in and out of obscurity. He came out under Outkast as kind of the sidekick artist. Not to say that's what he was, but that's just how he kind of came across.
Yeah.
And then he kind of faded to obscurity. Then he comes out with Run the Jewels as a crazy run with them.
Yeah.
Kind of goes obscure, kind of falls off a little bit again. Drops Michael, and it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And then he puts out this album. It just reminds me of Nas and King's Disease. King, same thing. Nas kind of fell off. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a Nas stan, but I'll keep it a buck. He fell off. Puts out King's Disease. Wow, that's a really good album. Wins a Grammy. But KD2, I said it time and time again. KD2 is better than the first KD.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm feeling with Michael, man. And I'm just wondering, is he gonna have another run? If he has a Nas-like run where he puts out 6, just crazy, I don't see him doing that, bro.
Nah, I don't see that happening.
Yeah. But you know what? We gonna live in the moment, bro. This album is amazing from start to finish. What's crazy is I listened to the album before even like paying attention to the title or what have you. Honestly, I didn't really pay attention to the title until right before we started recording. I just needed to look up the album just so I could speak intelligently on it. And like the Mighty Midnight Revival, damn, that's an appropriate ass title, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of gospel theme type music feel, like that old school Southern Baptist church where the AC don't really work. And the choir still wears the robes, because you don't really see choirs in robes no more. Like, it had that feeling, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's still slum.
Yeah, he came with one on this one. Like I said, the last 2. And like to me, Killer Mike has always been, like I said, top tier MC. He's actually been in my just MC list for quite some time. Like we always talk about the whole your top 5. That's why I always make the distinction of, are you talking rappers or are you talking MCs? Because that's a different thing, right? That's a completely different thing. And to me, Killer Mike is always one of the top MCs. Like I think I said 5 like last week or the week before. I can't do 5. Like, there's just top tier MCs and they just in a league of their own. Like, there's no top 5 of that tier. They're just, these are God MCs, bro. Like, and Killer Mike is towards that tier, like with the Black Thoughts and Royce the 5'9" and M's and those guys. Like, they're just different levels, bro. And Mike is cemented in that. And he got the confidence to back it up. You know what I mean? He say, I make people change their verses. I make people move their verse to the end. You know what I mean? He was on Poppin' Tags and he killed Poppin' Tags.
Yeah. Honestly, he kills any verse that he's on, man. Bro, you talking about Poppin' Tags. I think about his verse on So I'm outside the club and you think I'm a punk. Bro, he was on that song.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? With him and
Bone Crusher. Is that his name?
Yeah, Bone Crusher. Yeah, bro. Like, wait. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, Bone Crusher. He killed that. You know what I'm saying? And like, that wasn't even a song that like you listen to for bars.
Yeah.
But he still put bars on it. You know what I'm saying? So, he's somebody I would like to see live. Now that it's funny, as I've gotten older, I find myself trying to go to more live performances as an old head versus when I was younger. But he's somebody I think I would want to see live, man. I feel like he would probably put on a good show, bro. The thing I'll say about going out as an old head is there's not all that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like when I went to the Lox concert, for example, When you think locks, like locks. If I had gone in the early 2000s, like
Yeah,
who knows, something might have popped off. So this crew don't like this crew, something crazy. But man, now the locks. I think they in their late 40s, maybe 50s.
yeah,
I'm in my early 40s. Everybody in the room we ran the same. Bro, we ain't got the time or energy,
not at
to
all.
deal with the, you know what I mean. So I kind of feel like this the new goal. This the I don't want to say golden age, but it's just a new age for hip hop, man. It's time to
Yeah,
to break down the subgenres. We need a grown folks genre of hip hop for the Killer Mikes, for the I know you're gonna like this, for the Kanye Wests out
yeah,
there.
man, yeah,
You
man.
know, I don't
But
know if you can put him in the adult contemporary hip hop category yet. Because he dropped, of course.
yeah, well, the thing with we'll call them the artists of our generation, which I hate to say that because now we sound like old heads. I remember when people used to say that to us when we were younger. Man, our
Yeah,
artist was this, that, and that, whatever.
yeah,
But I really feel like our artists, we came from the best era of music, like R&B and hip hop, bro. Like best era of music came from us. When you look at some of these guys that just have longevity, like are you gonna be listening to Young Thug in 2050? You know what I mean? Like Killer Mike's been
right.
around for 25 years, around that. Three
Yeah,
Stacks been around for 30 years. Big Boy been
yeah,
around for 30 years. Ye been around for 20 years. Jay been around for 30 years. These
yeah.
guys can still come out and actually Nas been around for 30 years. These guys can come out
Wayne too.
and Wayne's been around. Like
Yeah.
you're not going to see the artists of today. And I might be wrong. I don't know. Who knows? I hope not. But you're not going to see artists be able to come out and perform, at least the masses. Like you'll have the Kendrick, and I'm putting them in our generation, bro. They're in the tail end of our generation, the Drakes
Yeah.
and those type of guys.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
when you listen to Little Pump, I don't even know if that guy's relevant anymore. But
Nah, Lil Pump is
whoever's hot,
done.
yeah, whoever's hot
Yeah.
right now, they're not going to have that longevity that we're accustomed to. Like we can actually have hip hop legends, even like LL just dropped the album. I ain't listened to it, but he dropped one and there's a fan base
Yeah.
that probably is going to listen to it. You know what I mean? Um,
Right. Will Smith just dropped a single, bro.
and
And I
it's
ain't gonna
not
lie, that thing
bad.
kind of slapped.
Yeah, that's
That
what I'm
thing kind
saying.
of
And it's
slapped with
not
Jaden,
bad.
bro.
It's not
Yeah.
bad. It's not
And he
bad.
actually cussed in the song, I think.
I mean, he cussing bad, boy. So why not, bro? Like,
Right.
hey, and he told Chris Rock to keep his wife name on his mother F his mouth. So hey, you might as well
Yeah.
let it go, bro.
Might as well, bro.
But
Put it on wax.
yeah, but Ye.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ye and Dollar Sign. July 31st. He puts on Yeezy.com. Vultures 2 coming August 2nd. My boy hit me up. He sends that to me. I'm like, I ain't gonna hold my breath on that. We know how Ye does it. Like they'll have
Right.
a date and it never comes on that date. So I'm like, that ain't happening. Literally like 30 minutes later, it's taking off. So I'm like, see? So we ain't hear nothing else about it. All of a sudden, at about 5 in the morning on August 3rd, we get Vultures 2. And I'm like, 2 Ye albums in a year is crazy. 2 Ye albums in a 5-month period is insane. And the quality of music that this man produces, he's nuts. I give you that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's crazy. Quality of music that this man can produce out there. I get a lot of people will argue that Dre is the GOAT. Good argument, but I gotta give it to Ye. Like his production, every album sounds different. He hits you with bangers. He hits you with different sounds. Like I'm in the kitchen dancing to his daughter's freaking rapping in Japanese, bro. I'm like, why am I even liking this? You know what I mean? But again, bro, he's a different animal when it comes to that production. And when you add Ty Dolla to that, bro, like Ty Dolla, salute to you, bro. Like just wish it was more of him on it. But Ty Dolla is that's a recipe for success, man. A Ye beat, Ty Dolla $ign. You got elements with Wayne in it. You got Saha back on there. You know what I mean? I ain't heard
Saha was
Saha
on
with
there.
I ain't heard
Yeah.
Saha with Ye in a minute. So Saha on there, Lil
Yeah.
Baby,
Yeah. Future was on there.
Future twice. You know what I mean? Don Toliver. So
Yeah.
man, just melodic sounds, bro. That's the only way I can describe his work in that masterpiece. So again, 2 hits this year for him. Vultures 1 and 2, both of them are hits to me. 2024 has been a great year. Like it's been
Yeah.
a great year so far for not only music but sports.
Yeah.
Obviously came in with a national championship. Content has been amazing. Like 2024, like you owe us nothing, bro.
Yeah. 2024 is lit, bro. I have a slightly different take on the Ye album. As far as the production was top tier. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think there's any argument. Nobody can make a I guess, I mean, it's music subjective, but I don't see how you can objectively make a cohesive argument against the production
Yeah.
of the music. I think that he merged all of his eras very well. Like there's some industrial elements similar to Yeezus.
Yeah.
There's still some old school sampling of, kind of takes you back to his first 2 albums. I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of elements of Graduation on there. A little bit of Life of Pablo. There's just a little. It's a Ye album. I'll say that. It sounds like a Ye album. It sounds like, who knows what. I know the credits are probably like a mile long. It sounded as if he was truly in the studio and crafting everything and just kind of just putting his mark on it. So I will say that. Also, I think Ty Dolla $ign saved the album. Honestly, that's my thought. Ty Dolla $ign saved the album. If Ty Dolla $ign is not all over the album, it does not hit the way it does. So this is why I say I have a different take. It could be just me, but I'm getting to a point where Kanye's voice just annoys me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, and I think honestly, I still have never gotten over the whole, Trump thing, called Trump his daddy, and slavery was a choice. And I know it shouldn't have anything to do with the music, but it does kind of affect the way that I hear the music.
Well,
so
Kanye's
of course I'm gonna
bars,
listen to it.
his bars are trash. Well, Kanye's bars are trash.
And the bars, and because like on some of the songs, he was just literally just speaking gibberish. And sometimes inserting real words, and sometimes not. And I'm just like,
well, that's what he does when it's not a finished product. He mumbles, and then what they're going to do is revise it, fill in words, and continue to revise it. He'll drop the album like he's been doing it basically since The Life of Pablo. Like they'll drop an album, remix the song, master the song, and do all of that. Sometimes the bars are even more trash, and sometimes they're like, okay, you got a better writer this time. I don't listen to Kanye for bars anymore. Kanye is just it's production, bro. Like the production is what gets me. And like I said, Ty Dolla $ign, I agree with you on that. Just I wish I would have heard more of him. Like I think I would have loved if it was a Ty Dolla $ign album. You know what I mean? Which would have been dope.
Produced by Ye.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You know what I mean? That would be probably an instant classic.
Yeah. But the music was good. You know what I mean? I still think like it was a hit with both albums, Vultures 1 and 2. I think it still is a hit. You know what I mean? But I would agree that Ye is his bars are not in that top tier level at all.
Nah, yeah, it's just the bars ain't there. And like I said, some of it could just be bias. I'm just kind of a little bit tired of Ye just as a person, as a personality. One thing I will say, I'll give him credit. I say this every time he drops a project, he kind of goes crazy when it's time to drop a project. I will say that I don't think he's really been in the headlines like that for this album.
No.
Like it really is just, hey, here's music. The music is fire. Listen to it. There's no antics behind it. There's no nothing. It's just, here's the music. So I will say that's kind of refreshing, because when you had threw the album in the chat, I didn't know I didn't know it was coming. I had no idea. I wasn't really checking for him or anything. So that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
So I do like the rollout. I don't know if there was much of a rollout, but I just like the fact that he didn't use drama as the
Yeah,
rollout. You
yeah,
know what I mean? So I do like that part. And like I said, the album is good, man. A part of me wonders what would happen if he went major again. You know, because this was an independent album. His last one was independent,
yeah,
and you know, I think they've done pretty good. But clearly, the push isn't behind him like it used to be. So
yeah.
a part of me has to wonder, like, what would it look like if he had the marketing budget behind him? You know, what does that look
Yeah,
like?
yeah. What I do like about that though is independently you can just randomly drop albums like that. You know what I mean?
Facts,
That's
facts.
what makes the independent route so appealing, I think, to many people is you have complete control over what you do.
Yeah.
And you would wonder why, like, we'll take Drake for example. And again, I'm not about to slander Drake today. I know we always talk about the beef, but let's talk about Drake as the artist, right?
All
Um,
right.
truly the biggest artist of this generation, even bigger than Ye. His following, like fashion wise and those things, not the same. But when
Mhm.
we talk about music and as an artist, he probably has a bigger impact than Kanye. Drake had the opportunity after was it Certified Lover Boy? Was that the last album?
Nah, the
On
last one was For All the Dogs.
no, I'm saying like for his deal. Was Certified Lover Boy the last for his
Oh,
deal? Before he re-signed
uh,
this massive contract.
I'm not sure. I thought Scorpion was the last one, but I could be wrong.
I think it was Certified Lover Boy.
CLB was the last one.
Think
That
so.
was the last one with basically Cash Money, where Cash Money was still eating off of him.
Yeah. If I don't misquote me on that, but I believe it was Certified Lover Boy. So he had a
Okay.
decision to make, right? And his decision, he could have changed the game and went completely independent. You think Drake's following is going to change without like half people don't even know he was with Young Money and Universal, bro. His budget isn't
Yeah.
going to change. His marketing isn't going to change because he don't really have to market. So I
Right.
wonder why he decided to sign, even though it was a massive contract, why he decided to sign his lifetime deal with Universal versus going the indie route. Like at this point, you're established enough to where like you could do whatever you want, to be honest with you, and it's not going to affect you
Yeah.
unless something come out where like you're like a real pedophile or something, which I don't know if he is
Right.
or if he isn't. But if that came up, I can understand like the label can protect him from certain things,
Yeah.
but I don't see a reason why he would have signed versus going the indie route.
Well, I think probably what it is just the comfort of having the machine behind you.
Yeah,
Because you know you can obviously make more per unit if you go indie. You cut out the
for
middleman.
sure.
But the thing about the middleman is the middleman kind of, you know, the middleman pushes your product because they've got skin in the game too. They want to make
Yeah,
their money back. So, and I think with Drake, he's so big that, well, I don't even think about him being so big. I just think he wants to have the machine behind him at
yeah.
all times. You know, he just wants to go in, record. He don't do interviews. You know what I mean?
Nah.
So
Mm,
he just wants to record, have somebody else put the marketing together, let him go on tour, make his hundreds of millions, and rinse and repeat. So that's what I'm thinking. Because I'm a Drake fan, not a stan. But
yeah,
when
yeah,
he signed his new deal with Universal, it was basically a 360. He signed a 360.
yeah,
It's just a probably a more favorable 360 for him and a
yeah,
more lucrative one. But it's still a deal where they're eating off of everything that he does. You know what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
So it'll behoove them to put him everywhere, you
Yeah,
know, and save his career. So when he's got this thing with Kendrick Lamar, it will behoove them to try to um, maybe downplay it or basically keep him relevant at the end of the
yeah,
day.
yeah,
You know, which is why I think he's kind of going this whole dance hall route, this R&B. Like I don't know if you saw, he announced he's doing a joint album with Party Next Door.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's gonna be R&B. He'll probably have a couple verses here and there, but it's gonna be an R&B album,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Did you want
So
to hear a Party Next Door album with Drake, or would you prefer just a Party Next Door album?
honestly, I'm gonna say probably neither, bro. Like I like PND. I
Same.
like Party Next Door, but I don't just sit and like he put out an album. I can't think what it's called, but I remember because the cover is crazy. It's like a screenshot of him giving some chick a back shot. It's like she's bunked over. You could tell she's booty butt naked.
Yeah.
And it's, you can't see anything, but you can tell what's going on.
Yeah.
And that came out, I think, this year. It came out this year.
And
it was straight. Like, I listened to it once or twice, but then that's it. I just move on. I kind of forget about it. Honestly, I forgot about it until we started talking about it right now. It just came up in the conversation. So, not really. I'm not really all that excited. I'm gonna listen to it just because. But
are you still a fan? We'll call it the OVO sound. Are you still a fan of the OVO sound? Because that's Party to me has that same. I mean, he wrote a lot of Drake songs, so I get why they would sound similar, but they have that 40 deep, like OVO radio type of sound. Like, are you over that as a whole, or do you only want to just hear that from Drake?
Yeah, no, I'm all about the OVO sound, bro. Because just like you said, the Vision, that's OVO sound. And one of the albums I was just ranting and raving about last year, or late last year, early this year, was the Magic Jordan album, Morocco, and that's OVO. So no, I'm definitely not over the OVO sound at all. I'll check for the Division album whenever he drop. I will check for Magic Jordan whatever they drop.
Yeah,
I'm not, like I said, I'm not a huge PND fan. Like, he got a couple singles that's cool, but I'm not gonna just front to back listen to his album. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
but no, I rock with OVO sound, bro. Like I've said it time and time again, bro. Like, Drake, he needs to be a better CEO, A&R executive. He just needs to be better for it, because to me, his artists are too talented to be so obscure.
Yeah,
like even Division, like, how many people know Division? You know what I mean? Like, if it's your business to know, if you're like really into that, like, he's got a cult following, cool.
Yeah.
But casuals don't know who Division is.
Nah.
Casuals might know Party Next Door at this point, for a song here or there, but nobody knows Magic Jordan.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know
think
what I'm saying? So
Division hasn't really had a huge hit. Party Next Door at least had the Come and See Me. Is that the name of it?
Yeah, Come and See Me. He had the song that what I say sounds like 80s. To me, it sounds like 80s video game music. It's him and Drake. I can't think of the name of the song, but the video was cool as hell, because the video looked like it was recorded like with VHS tapes. That's how the video looks. Man, the song's in my head, but he has a song with Drake, and that song is pretty dope. Okay. So he's got a couple slaps that a casual fan would know.
Yeah.
But casual fans don't really know Division. Nobody really knows who Magic Jordan is.
Right.
I think there's another guy, Rory or something like that. I can't think of his name. Something with an R. He's pretty much unknown. But he's got a decent little stable. I mean, Drake has got a decent little stable OVO sound that should, in my opinion, be bigger than what they really are.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So,
yeah, man, we'll see if they actually do this joint album and what type of numbers it move. I'm not really checking for it. Again, I prefer the rapping Drake over the singing Drake. I can take a singing song here and there, but I prefer the rapping Drake. So I probably won't be checking for it too much, but I'll probably give it a spin if it does drop.
Yeah, and that's why I'm gonna give it a spin, but I'm not gonna be like, oh man, yo, that dropped. Like,
yeah.
Hey, this drop, I'll listen to it. There's something to talk about on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, we'll see, man.
Yeah.
A lot of, again, first half of 2024 is in the books, man, and what a half it was, man. If the second half delivers like the first half has done, bravo. Hands down, best year of music in a very long time.
Long time. I would say at least 10 years, if not longer.
Yeah.
If not, I mean, and here's the thing, bro. Like, we Griselda fans. Benny the Butcher dropped Benny this year, bro.
Yeah, Benny.
But he already dropped. That's the thing. We forgot about it.
Yeah.
And he's going to drop again. He's going to do with DMX.
I did forget about it.
Yeah, but that's how good, and that was a good album.
Yeah.
But that's just the level of music and just things going on. You know what I'm saying?
A lot, man. We got Sean dropping. I don't know what that's gonna sound like, but we'll see. So Sean's dropping. I'm
actually looking forward to that.
I think it's gonna be good, man. We expect Dot to probably drop something. So I'm looking forward to that. And then obviously somebody's going to surprise us. Somebody's going to surprise us with something that we weren't thinking of, and they could, I don't know, like Hove gonna come out or something and just drop a surprise album. I don't know if I need an album from Hove, to be honest with you, but there was some rumblings about it,
bro. It's just it's been
20-year anniversary of TDE this year too, so who knows? SZA might come with something different, and they might have a TDE. Who knows, man?
Yeah. That would be dope, man. I mean, you got Eminem, dropped. I'm just going through what's been coming out. Of course, Killer Mike, we mentioned that. Ye dropped 2 albums. Even though it's been kind of overlooked, what's the name mixtape? J. Cole.
J. Cole. Yeah. I might delete this later.
Out of the battle, which kind of took the what you call thunder or whatever away, but. That was a solid project.
It was a solid project. Yeah. I might delete this later.
Yeah, I might delete this later. And then on top of that, bro, the women are still representing, bro. Like Glorilla's doing her thing. She got a little anthem out. JT then kind of bounced back, from obscurity.
I kind of like that track with Jeezy. That track with Jeezy, I kind of like.
That junk go hard, bro. That junk go hard. Like, and the fact that she put Jeezy on it, to me, because that you can't tell me that ain't a Jeezy beat, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. That is his beat, ain't it? That is like it's a sample from his.
Oh, it is. I didn't know that. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you because it sounds like it is.
Yeah, no, I think it is. I'm trying to think of what song it is, but it's like early Jeezy, like first or second album Jeezy. I think it was from Thug Motivation 101 though. I'm pretty sure. I had to go back and read about it, but I'm pretty sure that was a sample from that album, which is 20 years old now, which is crazy to think about.
That is crazy, and maybe that's another reason I rock with it. Future dropped 2 albums since
Future dropped
kind of going on. Yeah, he dropped, and then he's supposed to be dropping a mixtape, possibly. Yeah. I saw on Instagram. So, you got that. Even though she's kind of under the radar, Rhapsody dropped this year.
Rhapsody did drop. I mean?
Yep. Bruh, is going back to adult contemporary hip hop, Ghostface Killah dropped an album this year, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, Ghostface.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got
a lot of music. That's why hip hop, bro. The genre needs to be broken up. Like honestly, like Ghostface should not be. We shouldn't mention Ghostface in the same breath as what's one of these Gunna, for example?
Yeah,
because Gunna dropped. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of Gunna, but I acknowledge that he's big.
Yeah,
he's big in the industry. But Ghostface Killah, like Ghostface and Gunna should not be competing for the same Grammy.
No,
you know what I mean?
Not at all.
That just should not have. On that note, I know you was talking about the rappers today not having longevity. I've never been a big Gunna fan, but I could see Gunna having some longevity, bro. Like to come out and snitch on Young Thug, and the trials are still going, and he's out here white hot. To me, that says something, honestly. And if Thug can beat his case, I think that he would have some longevity too.
Yeah,
he's kind of grown on me. When he first came out, I was like, "What this dude wearing dresses and talking about da 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 da." I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna listen to a whole album, but he dropped the album. I can't think of what it's called, but the cover was pink, and it was like a side by side silhouette of him looking at himself or something like that, and the album cover was pink.
Yeah,
don't know what it was called, but I've actually listened to that a few times.
Yeah, he dropped one with Breezy too. That they had I think that Go Crazy was on that album with him and Breezy.
Oh yeah, it was. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I mean, I get it. He has a huge talent to make these voices, which is hate it or love it. You know what I mean? Like if you like that type of stuff, you're going to love it. But he does have it's a very unique sound.
Very much so.
I don't know if he's for me or not, to be honest with you. There are a couple tracks that I'd be like, all right, I can dig this, but I like to say I actually listen to them and let albums ride. I'd be lying to you if I tell you I do that. but he does have a huge following too. So he may have some longevity. Like the biggest songs that I liked from Thug, I don't even know if they were his real songs, but remember that Lifestyle when he was on with Birdman and was it Rich Homie Quan? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember that, and I used to like the feature he had on Tip's song, If It Ain't About the Money.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just going through my list of music I done downloaded this year. Sir dropped the album. And that thing was solid.
TDE, he just got his show canceled in Toronto too, same venue. But yeah,
no fly zone, bro. It might be petty, but I ain't gonna lie, I get it. Like, bro, you ain't gonna diss me and then get money in my city, bro. I don't give a damn.
I mean, you just gotta up it to arenas. Like if you're doing arenas, you can't stop it. But if you doing that little small venue, for sure, yeah, I can step in, especially if I have ownership in it. I get it.
Big facts.
And that's the thing. That's
Beyonce dropped a country album this year.
She did, and it wasn't bad. What I'm saying? It wasn't for me, but it ain't bad. It's a Beyonce album with some country essence to it. So
pretty much,
if you like Beyonce and you like the whole Renaissance vibe, you probably like that album. So good music, some good music this year.
Yeah, and that's just the first 8 months of the year, 7 months of the year.
7 months, yep.
And then usually the heavyweights drop in the fall. That's generally how it goes.
Yep.
So that means, if we follow the trends, that means there's gonna be like some real shit coming down the pipeline. I don't know what it might be.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm very interested to see how the year ends. But shout out to my man Rothstein Beats, who said 2024 was going to be a little bit different. I don't know how the hell he knew that, but shout out to him.
A lot of times I'll say with this music, bro, I don't know if it's like this today, but back when I was when I used to dibble and dabble a little bit, these artists often would record songs 6 months in advance, sometimes a year, sometimes a couple of years.
Yeah.
And they just sit on the music. Now I know nowadays it's a little bit different. Like somebody might record an album this week and drop it next weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But going back to Rothstein, man, he probably in the lab or just in the industry talking to people. It's like, such and such recorded. Like, granted, we don't know when Ye was working on this album.
Yeah.
But some of these songs very well, Rothstein might have heard last fall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he just knows it's in the tuck. Killer Mike, that Killer Mike album, you can't convince me that he just freestyled that and just came up with it. He been cooking that for a minute.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, and Rothstein might have, had his ear to the streets or know somebody's manager or, you know what I'm saying? So, but he called it though. He called glass on that pitch.
Yeah, he
I'll say that.
Yeah, he did. Shout out, man.
And I'm here for it, bro.
Man, great times, man.
21 Savage dropped. Now I'll let you go, but 21 Savage dropped this year too.
21 did drop, bro. Like
again, Red Rum.
A lot of music has graced our presence in the year 2024.
Yep.
Damn. Yep. The only thing that would have made it better for you, DC, is if the Cowboys would have won a Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, or just got out the wild card. Damn. Shit.
Well, new year, new you, bro. It's coming.
Yeah.
We all started ground zero in T-minus less than a month. Well, about a month now.
Yeah. NFL season coming up, man. NFL. Any bold predictions, man?
And way too early. The hardest part for me, I usually get these wrong early seasons because unlike the NBA, the NFL is so unpredictable. Obviously, you have your top tier team, like the Chiefs. They're gonna make a run, bro, because they got Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes. They're gonna make a run. Will they win it this year? I don't know, but they've been there every year for the past 6-7 years. So I would only assume that they're probably going to be in the mix again this year. But then you have certain teams that just were good one year, and then the next year they are terrible. And there's so many teams like that in NFL. Outside of like the top tier, anybody can switch positions. Like again, the Lions, we kind of had a good idea going into the year last year that it was going to be a solid year. But did we really know? I don't know. I've been saying this is the Lions year for 30 plus years, bro. And it finally happened. But I felt like it was going to happen. This year, I actually feel even better than I did last year. But will that translate to the field? I don't know. Like other teams get better as well. Like our division became, I mean, on paper, a lot tougher. On paper.
Yeah, it's more competitive for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's a fact.
So I don't know.
I'll say I ain't gonna lie. I'll be honest, I'm not super excited for this season just because the Cowboys didn't really do anything this offseason.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
You got Zeke. Y'all got Zeke back.
Didn't do anything whatsoever. Like, bro, we got rid of him for a reason, bro. Like, there's a reason. Yeah. Like, it's like getting back with your ex. Like, there's a reason y'all broke up.
Yeah.
You know? But so I don't know. Like me, I'm a casual, bro, these days, man. The older I get, I find myself becoming more a casual fan of sports in general, bro. Like there was a time where I remember, bro, back when they used to put out magazines, like magazine previews. I would buy those, and they would do like a little write up on all 32 teams, right? I used to buy them things. I knew who was coming off the bench and da. Bro, I barely know what's going on, bro, these days, man. Like, I know, like, we be on the thread texting, and y'all be like, oh, this happened, that happened. I'm like, I just keep scrolling. I'm like, you know what? y'all got it, bro, because I have no idea what's going on, bro.
I feel that.
And I don't know why that is, though. I don't know why.
I mean,
I
at some point,
more and more of a casual fan.
Yeah, at some point, you become kind of out of touch. Like to me, I think college football and NFL will always be there for me. You know what I mean? I'll always be invested. But I'm starting to find myself, honestly, after Braun retires, I'm probably done with watching the NBA like consistently. I might, even this year, I didn't watch it consistently. I might catch a game or two. That's probably going to be, especially when Braun leaves, that's going to be.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's going to be the go-to. Because, I mean, at a certain point, it's like the game has changed. The kids now are... they're different from us, and you become out of touch. Like there are literally generational gaps that translate to the game that you just be like, it's not for me anymore. So I think for me that's basketball. I don't think I'll ever turn football off, but for sure I can relate to you on basketball.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I heard that, man. Yeah, I get that. Because I mean, honestly, like especially because I probably follow basketball more than football, only because there's less players to follow. Like honestly, like it's just more convenient. Like you got 400 NBA players. Of those 400, only maybe 20 of them, are really relevant from a casual fan standpoint. Whereas football, there's just more moving parts. You know what I'm saying? So like
facts.
That's just for me. It truly is a convenience thing. But you're right. It's just what you into, man. Because like with me, I've always been the music guy. I'll always be the music guy. I'm always kind of analyzing and picking this apart. Yeah, you're right. It just depends on what you into, bro. That's really all it is, man.
For sure. But yeah, man. I know. We ending it off here. I got one question for you though before we tap out, man. We were at dinner and a conversation came up that I know you didn't get a chance to join us for T's wife's birthday, but the conversation led us down a path that asks the question of, if you're getting a massage, would you allow a male to massage you? Not your wife, but would you allow a male to massage you?
That's
so
tough.
I'll let you think on it. I'll tell you my answer.
All right.
No.
I think I know what your answer gonna be, but go ahead.
What did Red say in Friday? You want a piece of this, old man? No.
Nope.
That's my answer.
Yeah, so I'm kind of inclined to say no, but then like I also kind of think like I never thought I would let a man twist my head, and like I he twists my hair up, and historically ain't no way, bro. Like nah, bro. I need a female. Like I had cornrows back in the day. A female. I used to go to her dorm room. She hook it up, whatever.
Yeah.
And
but you had males fade you up though. So there's a similarity there. You know what I mean?
See, but I feel like that's different because there's still a little bit of a barrier. And what I mean is somebody's got clippers. Like there's a machine there. There's tools being used. Versus like when you're talking about doing somebody's hair, it truly is just hands on your head and your face and this and like there is no barrier. There is no buzzing of the clippers or whatnot. But you're right though. I mean, because like especially if a man lining you up, like you get all close up in your face and you trying to look around and not make eye contact.
Yeah. You always gotta
but
have
to go back to the
You always had that awkward moment where your hand is on the chair and his balls may graze your hand. You be like, no. like, bro, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. You tighten up real quick. It's like I'm gonna just cross my hands, bro. It's all good. Yeah. You know the massage. I wouldn't want it, but I'm leaning towards no. It's a soft no for me, and I say soft no because I feel like
pause. Yeah.
because if it's like it's one of those things where I wouldn't want it.
Yeah.
Oh, damn! Why does everything I'm saying sound so suspect? I wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't be excited, but if it's like, hey, I paid for the package or whatever, and Hans comes out. You know what I'm saying? I might just like, okay, I didn't really want, but all right, we'll see how this goes, kind of thing. I might just see what happens. Damn, I'm about to just stop because everything I feel like I'm saying is like a pause. Every damn statement I'm saying is a pause statement.
That's a whole pause statement, bro. Like,
yeah. I don't think I wouldn't love it, but like if a dude walked in, I wouldn't be like, man, hell no, I'm getting up, man, get my money back. I don't know if I would do all that. But if they ask me, like, do you have a preference? Bring a lady on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let her handle that.
I'll probably walk out. I'm not going to even front.
You probably walk out?
Yeah, I'm like, nope, I'm going to need to reschedule or something. But it ain't even on no homophobic type stuff, bro. It's weird, bro. It's just weird for me. Like, what if they hit that spot for you and you go, ooh, like that's just, you know what I mean? I'm not about to be put in that scenario, bro.
So, well, I'll say this because with the massage, a lot of times, you start on your back and you flip over and you're on your stomach.
No, I'm not flipping.
You start on your stomach, flip on your back.
Yeah.
I can't. I will say I can't let a grown man massage my chest and I can't.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Like at that point,
the only thing they can do is your shoulders, bro. Because like the last one I went to, the woman I had and shit, she was close enough to a man. She was strong as shit. But I was like, give me Brianna, bro. Like, you can have the man. I'll hate her. She got strong hands. Like she was getting my glutes and my hammies and all that. You know what I mean? I don't let people touch my feet, so she ain't gonna do my feet. But she was definitely getting the glutes and the hams and what I mean, getting working it all. You know what I mean? Chest, opening the chest up. So it was a great experience. I couldn't do all that. And you know what I mean, the time before that I went, the woman actually massaged my fingers, bro. And at one point she locked hands with me and started doing, I can't do it. I don't know. She started finding points and I'm like, damn, I ain't never had no finger massage, bro. I can't let. I'd
had somebody hit the hands. It hit different.
I can't let Hans do the finger massage and the head massage, bro. It's not happening. So I'm sorry.
But you said you had a chick that was like a dude. You was over getting massaged by Imani. What's her name? Imani Khalif.
Hey, man.
I hope I'm saying that right. That boxer.
Hey,
she came in the room. She hooked you up.
Hey, she was strong as shit. When she came out and said my name to come on back, I looked at her. It's like, dog, she looked like she could get off the D line pretty quick, bro. I'm like, I'm like, all right.
Yeah. She be doing them deep tissues, bro. The deep tissue massage.
For real, dog. But yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I would have a problem, especially that I think about it. Because normally when you buy a massage, you start on your stomach, you end on your back, and I can't have my meat facing towards a dude. You know what I'm saying? I just that'd be weird.
Yeah,
I could do the arms in the back. You know what I'm saying? But So that turnaround, that flip over.
Yep.
Nah, bro. And he was applying extra oil and shit.
Applying extra oil, extra pressure, and when he hit that spot, make you clench a little bit. Pause, bro. Nah.
Yeah. You know what? The more I think about it, I'm with you, bro. I'm like, nah, bro. I need go ahead and refund, man. Put that money back on my card, bro. I got to go.
There we go. See, I knew it.
I'm curious. What did he say?
He said no, but then his wife called him. I was like, "You had one." I was like, "Oh,
oh man, yo, T, I got to holler at you next week, bro."
But he did. He said it's a no for him, though. Like, all right. He's like, I'm not doing it again.
So let's say what he really meant was never again.
Never again.
That's wild. That's wild.
Man. But yeah, man, it's again, it's all jokes and comfortability. Yeah. We have no problems with the community or nothing. Again, it's just uncomfortable to me.
Yeah. I don't want to see no male masseuse go out of business or nothing.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
They got a place, bro. They got a place.
Right.
Just not with me. We are.
Yeah. It's just one customer. I mean, you just losing one or two or three. You just losing 3 customers. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. But on that note, man, little words of wisdom to live by. If you can change your mind, you can change your life. Bars.
That's a fact, bro. That is honestly, it starts there.
For sure.
It starts there. So many times, man. I meet so many people that's stuck in a standstill, and they're like, "Oh man, you lucky," or da 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 da. Man, bro, I don't really believe in luck. I believe, just like Nipsey said, man, luck is when opportunity meets preparation.
100%.
You know what I mean? And a lot of that, honestly, all of it starts with that mindset. So many people don't. They underemphasize that mindset. Man, that's a bar. Yeah, man. That was a dope quote right there.
Yes, sir. But on that note, it's been fun, my good brother. T, hope you get home safely. And cue the music.
Cue the music.